Welcome to Button Pushers, where we expose the gaps between commerce hype and commerce reality with sharp insights, uncomfortable truths, and the kind of honesty that doesn't make it into vendor decks. Because growth doesn't come from buzzwords, it comes from pushing the right buttons. We are now 2 months into 2026 and are quickly seeing how commerce signals are flowing in vastly different areas. But what if I told you the real differentiation is shifting downstream? In other words, controlling how intent moves through systems cleanly, consistently, and measurably. This month's mission statement: measurement is becoming the moat. Your measurement is getting harder to trace, your customer journey is getting harder to control, but it's also where the biggest opportunity lies. So let's explore how customer intent is shattering into a million little pieces, why that's kicking off a massive measurement crisis, how the smartest players are already building their moats for this brand new era, and the ultimate solution across these changes. First up, customer intent. AI is becoming one of the new operating systems for commerce, and it's splintering discovery. The traditional neat and tidy customer journey we all learned about in Marketing 101 has gone out the window. The fight for the customer's attention, for their actual intent to buy something, is not happening where we used to see it. So what's driving all this? Agentic AI. These are systems that actively shop and make decisions for customers. It's the new operating system for all of commerce, and it's creating entirely new fronts in the competition for every single transaction. The biggest retailers, they're not waiting around either. They're building their very own AI agents specifically to aid in the entire shopping experience, helping the consumer across both product discovery and conversational shopping to own the process inside their own walls, not just the final click to check out. And if you're sitting there thinking, okay, well, AI is a slow burn, we have time, you're wrong. 758%. That was the year-over-year growth in AI-driven commerce traffic just this past holiday season. This is a tidal wave happening at a speed that's catching almost everyone completely off guard. And this fight over the customer's journey is breaking out everywhere. You have TikTok's Project Horizon turning social feeds into a seamless transaction layer. Then you have creator ad spend growing 4 times faster than traditional media. And of course, the big one, large language models are opening the floodgates to sponsored conversational ads. So intent is fragmented. Big deal, right? Well, here's where the real concern starts to set in for brands, agencies, and publishers. If you can't follow the customer's steps anymore, you can't measure what's actually working. And if you can't measure it, you can't prove your value. Let's just walk through why this is happening. First, clicks are becoming less and less important when the entire journey is happening inside an AI chat. Second, that journey is collapsing on itself with more decisions being made in fewer steps. And it all leads to one inescapable conclusion. The only thing that matters now is being able to see and prove the final conversion. Just look at the choice that publishers are facing with things like Google's AI overviews. Do you hand over all your content to maybe get mentioned in an AI summary, but lose direct traffic and the click? Or do you hold it all back to protect your on-site traffic, but then risk becoming completely invisible in our new AI-driven world? It's a brutal choice. As a result, everybody is scrambling to hold on to first-party data. Brands, retailers, and publishers are all in a massive arms race to own the direct relationship with their customers because they can see these new AI intermediaries getting stronger and stronger every single day. So how are the biggest players actually responding? Massive retailers are pouring billions into AI infrastructure, but at the same time, with ad revenue surging by 22%, they're playing both sides of the coin. They're building the next generation of commerce while dominating the present by owning point of sale. And the shockwaves will continue. With TikTok stabilizing its US presence, it's now a permanent commerce battleground. Some of the largest retailers are restructuring with layoffs to pivot even harder into AI, even as in-app spending soars. The message behind all of this is the same. The whole ecosystem is consolidating around scale, AI, and pressing into owned environments. Yes, the world is fragmented, measurement is a nightmare, and the giants continue to grow, but there is a new playbook emerging, a new way to think about how to win. The game is no longer about just buying media placements. The new game is about orchestrating intent. It's all about intelligently routing a customer from that moment of discovery all the way to a purchase, no matter how messy the path is. And beyond that, attributing the journey from end to end. Which brings us to this final point. The most valuable real estate out there is no longer the search feed or the top search result. It's the technology that connects discovery to conversion. That's the competitive advantage that can actually measure and prove value from end to end. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. In a world where the click is optional, how will you prove your value? The people who can answer that question will set the tone for the rest of us.